Josh has tiny booty hole.
Very.
Sab has tiny
No,
booty hole.
well, yes, because I train it.
Oh, you train it to be tight.
Tight.
Interesting.
All right.
Didn't know there was tightness training.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing Kegels.
Exactly, dude.
He's at a Pilates class and shit. All right. All right. What's up? I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jordan, along with Josh and Sab. Want to say hey?
What up?
Yo.
Okay. Welcome to episode 11. Holy
Let's do
shit.
it.
Double one. Let's go,
Uno,
baby.
uno.
We're the podcast about financial and tax evasion.
Yes.
Let's get it. How do you tax evade? Josh, go.
Just don't pay them.
All
Just
right.
don't file.
Cool.
Don't report
There you
any
go.
of your earnings.
Yeah, don't report anything. See that W-2?
You want-
Light it on fire.
Mm-hmm.
This
You
is
didn't
not
make
financial
any
advice.
money.
You want to make more money? Don't give them money.
Exactly.
Simple as that. Please don't take our advice. We're not legally obligated to give out advice.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Cuffing our asses, guys.
if you didn't know.
Oh, man. Can you believe I'm going to date us a little bit. It's February.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Oh, it
shit.
is,
Black
yeah.
History Month, baby. Woo!
February 2nd, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
It reminds me
You
of...
know what next week is, right?
What?
Next week is the Super Bowl.
It is.
Oh, is it who's playing in the Super Bowl? It's like the
Chiefs
Eagles.
and the Eagles.
Eagles and the fucking Chiefs.
I don't
Yeah.
really like either team, but
I fucking hate both
I don't
teams.
like the Chiefs, so I'm gonna say go Eagles.
I don't like Taylor Swift, and I don't like the Eagles.
Unfortunately,
Actually,
there was a casualty because they won.
What?
Some
yeah,
kid,
the fucking planes.
No, not
He's-
that. Some kid climbed the
Oh.
pole, and he was drunk and he fell off and broke his spine.
Wait, at the championship
It-
game?
it-
Philly
Philly.
fans, man. I'm telling you, Philly fans
No
are
way.
insane.
Yeah, they are. They're crazy.
Regardless if they win or lose, Broad Street's gonna be
But
fucked.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
did. You did hear about that plane crash, right?
Of course, both of them.
There's
both of them.
two, bro. This fucking insane.
You know, I mean,
Oh,
I'm talking about the
God,
one in
man.
Philly.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I found a Ring doorbell footage of it.
Yeah, I saw
Mhm.
some.
Did you see the interview with the guy? A fucking he was pulling out of Wendy's. He got the 4 for 4 and he shouted out Wendy's on the news.
Oh
He
yeah,
was like,
and
yeah,
like
that
there's
plane
like
crash, I was
burning
driving
shit
away.
behind him.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually saw a video of a dude who was on fire.
Yeah, no, it's insane. Like when that shit spreads, that shit.
He wasn't like
spreads.
completely burning, but his like clothes were on fire. It looked like the explosion kind of like caught him. He got caught in the explosion. Like he wasn't on
Yeah.
the plane, but
So, do you remember the first plane crash with like the helicopter?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you see the flight path of that shit?
Yeah, I was wondering why are
apparently
they?
they're- yeah.
Why is that helicopter
It is
flying like
fucking
that?
insane.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck?
It's an article. Helicopter pilots have hated that path for years because of that. They basically they figured that would happen eventually.
Jesus,
Yeah, it makes
dude.
no sense.
The fact that like two planes with like it's a span of a week is insane to me.
Well, I don't know if you heard. You probably didn't because it wasn't really big. But a plane caught on fire in Houston today, as it was taking
Like,
off.
what the fuck
is up with
Yeah.
planes?
Like what happened?
The engine caught on fire or some shit.
The engine caught. Well, I mean, what actually happened? Because that could not be a big deal. That you might have just heard of it and it's being like dramatized because
Blown
planes
up.
caught because
Yeah.
engines catch on fire all the time. And
Yeah.
honestly, if they do catch on fire like startup, what they're supposed to do is just keep running the engine and hope that it blows the fire out, and it normally does.
Correct. Wait, didn't you both go to the same school for the same thing?
What? No.
No. I know, Josh. You went to college for aviation, right?
Yeah, he would.
Aviation maintenance. Didn't you meet Sab there?
No. I met Sab through Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Bro, that actually doesn't. In my mind, that doesn't track. It's so weird. Because I met Sab through Final Fantasy.
We both
Yeah.
met Sab through
What the
Final
fuck?
Fantasy.
But he just so happened
Oh,
to live
shit.
in Texas, so
Yeah.
we
No,
haven't met.
that would see. That's the thing in my mind. I'm like, for some reason, and Josh has a couple of friends that we know because he went to college there.
Yeah, Sab.
But like,
you were the
well, he
second
went to college
person-
and
the second
yeah.
person that I live
Yeah.
near that I found online first was our
It
friend
was
Creek.
fucking so weird.
He-
Yeah, Creek. I remember that.
Apparently, but before I even knew he lived in Oklahoma, there were apparently points that he may have been like less than 15 minutes away from me at the mall down the road from where I live. And after I moved to Texas, he was talking about I don't remember I think he was talking about like Jenks or something, or he went somewhere that was in Tulsa, and I was like, wait, you live in there.
Yo, the experience of like taking Josh to Oklahoma was possibly one of the best and worst times of my life.
Where did you drive through?
Oh man,
Everywhere.
we drove through everything.
Which
We went
ones
straight
specifically?
line.
fucking,
Hold on, let's
yeah,
find
we
the
went
fu-
straight
find the
there.
Straight line.
Oh boy, yeah, fucking, we call it like First of all, me and Josh did not want his mom or his grandmother driving because we just wanted to get there. So like when it came to our turn, we went for it. We said fuck it. So initially what happened was we're driving and stuff like that. It becomes my turn. Bro, the weather was so fucking horrible. Like I'm telling you, like this shit was pushing the van fucking lateral. Just like I'm switching lanes while not turning the wheel. The wind's just literally pushing us. I was like, holy shit, we're gonna tip. Right? Josh switches. So now he's driving. The weather really like it doesn't really let up, but now it's raining even more and lightning. Josh is driving and a fucking lightning bolt strikes in front of us, like on a
Holy
building
shit.
tower to our left. Yo, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I just see Josh's eyes wide open and he puts both hands on the steering wheel.
Like, wow.
I'm gonna go straight. Like,
Damn.
yo, it was fucking horrifying. I have never seen lightning strike so close to us in my
I've
life.
never seen
I
it
was like,
strike
yo, that was like a
anywhere
wake up call.
near me.
And fucking, it was a good experience at road trip. Like, like I had gummy bears, I had energy drinks and stuff like
I had
that.
fried chicken.
Yeah, we went to Walmart, got fried chicken. I hit on a
Nice.
girl, even though like in the checkout line, because like she looked so down in the dumps. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" I was just Josh just pushed me in the cart. I was like, "What's up?" We were doing some dumb shit, and then we call it. I had I had a terrible experience. Like I had a like a teenage fucking just fresh out of like high school drama with my current girlfriend at the time. I was like, I just wanted to just fucking like punch the shit out of something. But we're like in this motel room, and I'm like, I just had to leave. And the door was locked. I just want to leave before I fucking hit something. I was like, I don't want to hit anything inside here. Oh man, that was the worst, dumbest thing in my life. I was like, I'm looking back, I'm like, who the fuck cares? Fuck that up. But yeah, no, we moved Josh into that fucking college dorm. It was nice. He was like the first person to move into it.
Yep, I was there
Nice.
by myself for like 2 days, or no, 1 day. I had 1 day where I was all to myself.
It was nice. We went to Oklahoma, and shout outs to Black History Month. We saw nobody there that was black until we went to Walmart. That shit was like, we opened the door to Narnia. We're like, holy shit. Like, this is fucking awesome.
I've been to
It
Oklahoma
was like
once.
opening a portal, dude.
Only
Like
to a
it's-
casino.
Yeah,
hated
that's
it.
why I texted
Yeah.
to go to Oklahoma.
It was
There's so many
terrible.
casinos right on the border. Which casino did you go to?
It was giant. It was so big. Winstar.
Yep, I've
Oh,
been
the
to
Native American
Winstar.
one, yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, it was
We drove past it
probably
to go to
one of
Creek's wedding.
the worst experiences of my life.
Really, why?
I mean, I'm over exaggerating, but like, I didn't want to go. It was like Christmas Eve, and my brother-in-law, he's Turkish, and he likes to go to the casino sometimes. And I guess I don't know, it's a Turkish thing. I have no idea. But so convinced our whole family to go, and I was like, oh, whatever. I hadn't been to a casino in a long time. This place is giant.
It is
like
big.
it's like 3 malls big. It's so huge. And immediately when you step inside, it's just really weird because, first of all, it smells like cigarettes everywhere.
Oh, that's every casino.
Yeah, and second of all, it's just so depressing. There's just all these people sitting around slots, just like looking like they're sitting there forever, just fucking pulling the
Oh,
arm.
sab.
What?
Wait till you come to Jersey and go
No,
to
I don't
Lansing.
want to go. I don't like casinos, dude. The
I just
buffet
go to
was
Atlantic
pretty
City
good.
for, like,
That
the
was
free
it.
drinks.
But like,
Probably overpriced
it
though.
was just depressing. Like, I don't think I gambled at all. I don't remember if I did. If I did, I did like one slot machine or something. But
If I ever find myself in Atlantic City and I'm just bored, I go sit at a Spanish 21 table play like one hand. The waitress comes by. I get my drink. I clean up. I leave. I got a drink. Sweet. I go to a slot machine with my winnings. I go get another drink from a waitress. And then I move. They never come back to you if you're in the same spot fast enough. And I'm trying to get drunk. Free drinks, they're watered down. So you got to keep moving.
I see.
This is what you got to do.
I don't know, I just...
Then, right, when you're done with there,
you,
so, like...
I don't like
you
it.
go to, like, 4 different spots. Once you're done, you leave. You go to the boardwalk. You go to another casino. Yeah.
I don't know, I just don't see the appeal of gambling.
Gambling has only one grip hold on me. I never really lose because, like, I keep my money separate. I know people who go there and just bet it all, and I'm just like, don't do that, dude. Like, separate your money. Play with half of what you came here with. Like you split it up, put it in one pocket, and you keep the other in the other. Your winnings are your winnings, and if you keep winning, you split that up and you put it in both pockets.
Well, yeah,
again. That way you don't lose
set a
everything.
limit for yourself for the trip, and once you spend the gambling money, you're done.
Like, it's horrible. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people really just like, oh my god, like they just like the whole world crashed. I was like, oh, all right, well, you know.
Hey, you just gotta learn when to accept the loss and walk away instead of chasing the win to make it all back.
Oh, but that's no fun.
I'm not...
Yeah, it's no fun.
Bet it all. Go all
Yeah, see,
in.
I'm not one to bet it all.
All in.
The thing is,
black.
like, I will bet all I have in that one pocket, sure, but I won't bet at all. Like, that's just, I don't know. I gotta survive the night. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to walk away and make myself. I gotta get gas to go home. You know what I mean? I never really had surplus of money either. Like, when I did, like, if I ever went gambling, it was only because of, like, 1 or 2 things. You know, somebody wanted to have a birthday in a casino, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll go. A lot of times I was there because of vicarious things I will not get onto this podcast, and if it ever does, it'll be episode 100. So write that down somewhere. But yeah, no, I don't really like to walk around Atlantic City, especially at night. So just like keep the casinos is kind of like the thing where everybody's aware, everybody's there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of eyes on everything, security. If you're walking around Atlantic City, you don't want to be caught outside, basically. So it's like one of those things.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas, but I was 16, so I didn't do any gambling. But
you can still go to Bunny Ranch.
No.
Isn't the Bunny Ranch?
I saw
out a little bit outside of Vegas.
Yeah. If you're there, you might as well make the trip.
No.
Nah, you.
I was with my parents.
Crude. Your
Just
fucking dad could have got his jingling sluts.
Oh yeah, sure.
Your mom could have got her tallies to the lap.
God.
I think you have to get like an STD test to like join the club or something. So I actually don't think you could have just like slid off and
Probably not.
paid for some titties.
No, the Bunny Ranch. Now you're good. You can go right in. You gotta glove up, son. You don't just fucking raw dog that shit.
Well, they're tested.
Yeah, of course they're tested.
So...
They're tested like almost every week.
So that means backdoor.
Yeah. What the fuck is there? There's like 2 things. But yeah, no. I think last time we talked, I talked about like making my own world kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I landed on some names.
For what?
For the planet.
Mhm.
So like, I do this thing where I take like 3 words, and then I just like translate them shits. So
Explain.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah, elaborate.
I went like, so like I did a couple of things. I did like, okay, let's look at eclipse, let's look at dim, let's look at world, let's look at silk, so all that stuff. So then I got a couple of names. I got one thing from Spanish, and I mushed it together. Like I mushed like all the words together into one, and it comes up as Uncurda, which is dark silk world mushed together in Spanish.
One more time.
Right? Munkurda. And if you really want to get technical about it, it's Munkurda. But nobody's going to say it with a Spanish accent like that, so it's fine.
How do you spell it?
Munkurda.
That's what I thought. Interesting.
Right? I also did... I think this is going to be a game winner. Seknodak.
Seknodak?
Seknodak.
What is that the name?
Seknodak.
It's Dark Silk World backwards in most Japanese.
I actually really like it.
But what do you assign?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a game winner, dude.
Seknodak.
It's backwards in Japanese mushed together. Oh, it's fucking funny. It's Seknodak.
That's what I thought. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like
And then
it.
I don't know if you know this, but like Dark Silk World kind of won. So I was like, fuck it, let's keep doing this, right? The other one is Skometmo.
Skometmo?
Right? Yeah, it's Dark Silk World mushed together in Greek. Skometmo.
It's pretty good, but I like
This
the
one-
other ones better.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. This is the last one I had, but I basically did this one a couple of times. This one is Ten Surdum. It's Dark Silk World again in Mush Latin. And then I said, fuck it. There's some other letters in there for Latin. Let me just throw them in there. So I mixed it up again. And I have Briserium. And then I have Briseridum. Those are also Mush Latin, but like other parts of Latin mixed together instead. So yeah. I'm telling you, like, as soon as I saw Seknodak, I'm like, that's
Seknodak.
That's
is really
it.
good.
Like, I was like, oh, do I put like the line over to no? Oh, do I do that? Like, it's crazy. Like, I did a couple of world names. I was like,
So why
like,
dark?
I was like Gaia, Geo.
Why Dark
So like,
Silk
what I did,
World?
yeah, Dark Silk World, and just like I do put in the translator, and then I just take like letters from each part of the words
Yeah,
or
but
whatever, and
is the
just mix it
world made
together.
of dark silk?
No.
The whole world.
I just found, I was like, man, this is really fucking cool. So here's how I chose like the world names, because I did like world names, I did like Gaia and Geo kind of thing. I did Molt Yukon, and I did Eclipse. I did Din World, and then basically then put Dim World into like Hindi and stuff like that, as like Caligo Mundi, and then Mundo Oscuro, and then I did like Silk So, and I was like Ipek Dimek, and then I have Shakuro Kuroso, and then I have Reshram Sina, and Koso Sida. So yeah, I did a bunch of that stuff, and I was like, does the world have magic? I was like, fuck it, yes. It's like
Nice.
physics.
Kind of magic.
Split continents and stuff like that, and I was like, maybe like 6 or 7 kingdoms, democracies, maybe, who knows. Split territories, you know what I mean? Like, consult on how many territories, what would it be called, like, for all the other things. Like, I only got as far as naming the world, you know what I mean? And I'm guessing Seknodak wins.
I think it's a good
So-
name.
Yes. It is
I
catchy.
think it's pretty cool. It's so fun to say, dude.
Exactly. That's it. It's fun to say. It rolls off the tongue.
So like, yeah, I really like it. I don't want it to have the same physics as like Earth, but like it'll still have some gravity to
What
it,
if
like to it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's super short because it's got high gravity.
That could be a thing. And if you're super tall, that means you're just strong. So you know what I mean?
Well, it means that you've got special anti-gravity cells in your bones.
I just always thought of like, you know, I always ask this question, and you know what I mean. I usually do it like when we're drinking and hang around with friends and stuff like that. I always go like, yo, if like magic was real, what would be your magic? Like, what magic would you want? And I like to listen to everybody's like explanations of why they pick what they pick. What magic would you pick, Seb?
Let me think about that for a second.
All right, same question to you, Josh.
Do I have to care about
Doom,
physics?
doom. Dude, you know my answer. I think you know my answer.
It's a
Go ahead, go for it.
superpower, bro.
It's magic,
magic,
just
yeah.
magic. You know, yeah.
Magic.
Do 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 do.
Are we
Do,
talking about like
do, do,
magical
do,
ability, or like we're
do,
talking like an archetype, like a type of magic?
You can make it into an archetype. You can like. Here's what I do, right? I'll say this right now. I always say gravity magic. When people go like, "Oh, well, that seems fucking simple," but like I think of it as like, well, gravity you can pretty much control a lot of things. It's basically telekinesis at the same time. You know what I mean? You're controlling gravity. Gravity in which direction? Gravity in what area specifically? Like, can I control gravity in a finite space where it comes like to the atoms? Can I move the atoms without splitting them? You know what I mean? Like with gravity magic, I can technically create a fire. I can create that friction. I can create lightning bolts because I can make ions go straight up to the sky. You know what I mean? Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my like. I might as well be fucking Jesus, bro. Like I might be coming at you and say wear a cross so you can't eat, no pussy. But like, I say gravity magic because like I have this imagination of what to do with gravity magic, and I just say like I can also make myself fly. I can you make things lighter, so then I end up becoming super strong because of that. You want me to lift that boulder? Boom, it's easy as fuck. Like that kind of thing. I made gravity into like 7 different powers right there.
I think
I'd probably say some kind of clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance?
I don't know. That might be.
Would you want clairvoyance or would you like telekinesis? Not telekinesis. What is it? Is it telekinesis?
No,
Like moving objects and
moving
shit?
stuff. No, clairvoyance is.
No,
seeing the
it's
future.
reading the mind.
No, I don't.
Telepathy.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Telepathy. Okay.
Nah, I don't need. I don't need to talk to people's minds. Fuck them.
Just want to read their minds.
Fair enough, I guess.
If I could just see into the future.
Okay. Sab.
I think I would like some kind of vapor magic where I could turn into a vapor, phase through things or some shit like that.
We go through vents. Quickly
Yeah.
escape from work.
Something like that, yeah.
To the vent.
Well, would you want something like that, or would you want something like the Flash, where you can vibrate his molecules?
Nah.
Just vapor. So
Yeah.
somebody turned on the fucking the ventilation fan, you're just fucked.
Well,
Just
no,
like-
I mean,
Whee!
I can control if I go into vapor mode or not, But I mean, I guess I could be sucked into like a fan or something.
Can you imagine? You just act as on
A
the strong,
vacuum, bro.
Yeah, a vacuum or a strong breeze just goes by. just your friend just
But then I could
disappears for a
just-
second.
I could just, after it sucks me in and they turn it off, I could just fly out,
The way your friends would
I had
prank
somebody
you
tell
would
me.
be crazy.
No, he goes to the bathroom. But accidentally hits the wrong switch. And the ventilation kicks on. He goes, "Fuck!"
I'm not gonna go to the bathroom in vapor form.
But listen, sometimes it will get the dookie out faster. You don't know.
So,
Have you ever been
so-
constipated? You're like, man, I wish it
My
could come
dookie
out of
turn
me.
into vapor too.
So
so
like,
could you
here's the
just
thing,
fart
right?
it out then?
Yeah, you could
Just
turn out the
turn all
vapor.
my
fart out.
excretions into vapor.
You never
Dude,
have
it
to
will
go to the
smell
bathroom again.
fucking
I
horrible.
could just piss.
It will
I could
be
piss vapor.
nasty. Oh, dude,
And
no.
shit
You have to
vapor.
go- you still have to go somewhere at least to do that. Make sure your friends
Nah.
aren't upwind.
I could just.
Oh fuck, man.
Oh no.
Well, he can control
You know
the
what I
vapor, right? So he can put it right into your nostrils.
Well, no, he
Yeah.
controls
Like, fuck
himself
you.
as vapor. Would he
True.
control his excretions
No.
as vapor?
With enough training arc and enough filler episodes, he will have the power to put the magic. He'll be like, listen, I can put this in your nostrils now. I can give you pink eye.
I
think
think
that's
what
a
I
lot
would do
of-
is
a lot of
like
filler.
maybe capture
It's
it
a lot of filler.
in like jars.
Keep it in
That's
jars.
hard. No, Seth, that's horrible.
Keep
Vapor
bombs.
sometimes solidifies after a while, dude. No, that. Oh,
Oh,
God,
it'll
dude.
coat the jar. It'll look like a nice glass bomb. You can give it to someone. It's like, hey, just look
Exactly.
at this pretty jar, and then they open it up.
He basically made
Uh-huh.
flame
It's
bombs.
a time bomb.
He made flame
It's a
bombs,
time
dude.
bomb, piss,
You can go throw them
or-
shit. It's straight
or
methane.
Poop.
Oh God. He just made methane bombs
Yeah.
and shit. Just like, yeah, I'm just throw break it.
I just put a fuse on it and you're
God.
good.
Yeah, I think I'd do that.
I had somebody tell me they wanted the ability of ninjutsu, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's a lot of
Seems
things you can
tedious.
do, different chakra controls.
That
But
sounds
like
too
a lot of times
complicated.
you can just so like think of it like this, like jutsus and stuff like that. So now you have chakra. A lot of jutsus don't need hand signs anymore at a certain point. You know what I mean? Even like some jutsus like the Rasengan, Chidori, even at the fact like now you don't even have to do the hand signs to do Chidori, where you do it so fast you don't notice it. I don't
Can
give
I
a
have
fuck.
butt
Naruto
jutsu?
shit's crazy. You basically do already, Sab, with your tiny butthole.
And my vapor. Oops.
How many techniques does butt jutsu consist of, Zab?
All of them, except
All of them.
3
done
in and
done
out
through the butt.
and about. Call it See, like, you think of it. Would your magic power help you if you're constipated? Sab says yes. Josh, well, he'll know he's constipated in the future, so he'll probably take something.
Yeah, I'm
else, I
gonna
guess.
I can fix that.
Me, I'll just have the gravity just tear the dookie out.
Oh, that
Just
sounds
get the fuck out.
terrible. That
Yeah, I
sounds
think a good idea is to like maybe
absolutely
compress it
unpleasant.
a
And then I
little
had
bit so
the-
it's smaller and it's easier to come out. Like,
That's what I'm
gotta be
saying.
so
I could,
violent to, like, rip it out like
I
you're
could
starting
do
a
that.
lawnmower
I
or
could do that too.
I don't know.
I could do that too. You know what I mean? But like, hey, I'm a fisher.
I don't know. It's a little scary.
Yeah. I have plenty of things to talk about, but I can split myself into like multiple episodes, dude. So, anybody else want to go? What you
I got something.
Go ahead.
I actually didn't just come across this YouTube channel, but
Oh,
I
no.
rediscovered it, as you would say. I guess I forgot to subscribe the first time around, which is just one of those weird things to where I have no prior interest to the subject of this channel at all. But for some reason, I've become obsessed with this man's videos. And it is called Canned Fish Files with Matthew Carlson. And it is this Japanese dude. He's Japanese American, I guess. I don't know the full story. But he does videos on primarily sardines, canned sardines, as well as other canned fish and seafood. Now, I have had a canned fish one time in my life. I think it was a sprat when I went to my Russian friend's house in middle school.
That sounds horrible.
It wasn't that bad actually. It was really scary because I had never had, like, you know what they're like, right? They're like, it's like the whole little fish. They literally just have the head cut off, and then it's the entire rest of the fish, and you just pop it in your mouth.
Bro, I'm used to like tuna fish.
I know this is
Like,
way different, but so I tried it. It was actually like really oily, but it wasn't bad tasting. But I've never had anything since. But yeah, but this dude, he makes videos all about like sardines and anchovies, frickin' not pickled herring, but like smoked herring and mackerel and all this kind of canned fish. And it is the most interesting thing. He's got a really weird, interesting personality. He's kind of funny. He always starts every video by saying, "What are we even doing here?" And I always find that pretty funny. But it's just so weird that I don't know. I think you guys should check it out because even if you're not into canned fish, the episodes are so
I have some
interesting.
I have some weird YouTube videos I'm subscribed to, so
Yeah.
honestly, probably is on my alley.
Yeah, no, but it's so weird. It's
Oh,
just
man.
one of those things where I've found a few channels like that where it's like literally no prior interest in this subject, but just the video caught my eye and I watched it and it was interesting and it was well made. So, I figured I'd watch more and it just, they're all pretty good. And I've been getting to the point where I'm considering going out and buying a can of sardines and seeing what all the hubbub's about. Cuz it seems like he's having a grand old time. And
You're living vicariously through him. You're like, fuck that. I could do this myself.
yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. It's
What
been a
is
long
this
time.
channel
Just
called?
Canned fish files.
Canned Fish.
Yeah, when I found
Files.
him, he had like 20K subscribers. He's over 100K now, so people
What
are
is
finding
going
the
on?
channel. And I think a lot of people are in the same situation as me, where they just like they really don't. They're not actually like sardiners, but you know.
Sardine.
I don't know what they
You
call
know
them.
what? Did you see
That's a
is it the
good way to
5
call it, I
10
guess.
fish you must try video?
Yeah, well, that's him, I think.
Because yeah, that got recommended to me one day. I didn't watch it because I thought it was
It's
weird.
because
that
your
this,
friend. You get recommended what your friends watch sometimes, man. It's fucking insane.
It was like, what the fuck? Why you showing me canned fish?
He's like got glasses,
Yep,
and he uses chopsticks to eat all the canned fish.
yep. He's got some chopsticks. I don't
You know,
think
I
I'm
remember-
gonna watch Mr. Canned Fish right now, though.
We call. I remember fucking because like when people are in proximity and stuff like that, and they like watch shit, or they use like the same router as you. You sometimes you get recommended the stuff they watch.
Yeah.
Dude, I had fucking Vsauce and fucking knockoff Vsauce on my fucking algorithm for like 3 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh,
Knock off
man.
I'm like, I can give a
What is
fuck about
knockoff
this.
sauce?
Knockoff Vsauce is. I always call him knockoff Vsauce because I see Josh watching. I'm like, oh fuck, it's Michael Vsauce. And he's like, it's not Michael. I was like, oh,
He's
it's Vsauce. It's like it's not Vsauce.
He's another YouTuber named Simon Whistler. That he does a bunch of different channels. Like he
Oh,
does
I know
he has a
him.
channel based on war. Channel based on like
He's the dude with the
biographies of
bald
people.
head, right?
Yep. He's the dude that looks
so
like
is
Vsauce.
Michael from
He looks-
Vsauce.
He
He
does look
doesn't look like Vsauce, but he doesn't sound.
Yes, he
He
does.
doesn't sound
Like
anything.
He
Like
kind of
He
does,
doesn't sound
and he
anything
sounds like
no,
him
he doesn't.
too.
He doesn't
No,
sound
he
anything
doesn't.
like
He
him.
doesn't
Nah,
sound
not to
anything
me.
like Vsauce.
He's British.
He goes, "Hello, spotted
But no, I've seen a couple of his
and,
channels.
and then you hear, and that's Michael from Vsauce, right? And
He's got a lot of channels.
He does have like that dude pumps out videos.
So does he
That's what I'm
run them,
saying.
or is he just like the narrator for all of them?
I do
he
believe
basically just narrates
runs,
him. He has a team.
Yeah, he has a
right?
team
Yeah.
behind him.
Well,
but I do
sure, he
believe
has a
like,
team.
he actually runs all the channels too. Like he's the head of it.
That's crazy. He's probably
Mhm.
making
No,
bank,
which
dude.
makes sense.
I
Yeah,
see.
he is.
He has
pumping
all
out
kinds of
A
like
lot of people
general
are doing
interest
that.
channels that a lot of people would watch.
I watch a
Yeah.
bunch of it, like Into the Shadows. One of his channels is just about the worst things humanity has ever done. It's probably one of the.
I've
most
seen a
watched
few.
things
He's
I
got like
have.
I think he's got like an archaeology channel or something.
He does have an
like
archaeology
that,
channel.
which
He has
is
a
really
he has
cool.
a mega projects for like large, just engineering projects in history.
You know what? One thing he doesn't go over:
What?
What?
Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Actually,
Well,
He
he,
probably
might, he,
doesn't.
he probably has. I bet I can find. I
He
bet I can
probably-
find something and talk about at
Maybe.
least one of them.
Search his
Maybe
name.
not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Beyblade.
But I know. I bet I can find and talk about Beyblade.
I've watched a couple of Beyblade videos, and now I get recommended Beyblade videos every once in a while.
Dude, I've been subscribed to like 3 Beyblade videos. I'm telling, like, you guys don't know about Beat 'em On, and that's like very upsetting to me.
What? What is beat 'em on?
I Beat 'em On is the shit, dude. It's like the marble shooters
Oh,
and
I
stuff
remember
like that.
The marbles you would
Oh,
roll them.
so
and they'd
fucking
open
cool,
up.
What do you? What? How do you spell it?
So like, you know, like in Japan, like they have the drinks, the sodas that have like the marble inside of it. Well, people got bored of like, what do you do with the marbles? So like they started playing shooting games where they like put it in their fingers and shoot it up, like marbles, literally marbles. Some fucking crazy dude in Japan was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a machine, like a toy that shoots marbles.
Oh, beat 'em on.
Beat 'em on, and fucking, it was so fucking fun. I had like 6 different beat 'em ons. I had like the attachment, I had the tournament mode, I had all that
Bro,
stuff.
I've never seen these.
People come over, I'm like, yo, let's play some beat 'em on. They're like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, let's do it. And they do it, and they're like, this is fun. I'm like, I know, right?
So wait, it's like a little
The anime
figure
was
that
silly.
shoots out a marble.
Yeah, it's a SD figure.
Hmm.
And they're like this,
What did you like,
like
battle
Beyblade,
with
the
them?
spirit's locked inside.
Oh wait, wait.
Dude, it was so fun. So fun.
They look kind of like Gundams.
Yeah. That's why I really liked it. First of all, I was like, oh, this is like a Gundam. And I was like, and it shoots marbles. That's fucking dope. And fucking Crossfire was a thing for it. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Blue Cobalt, I think, was the main character's beat 'em on, I think.
Yeah, looks like it is. That and Bakugan were the two.
Oh, my God. Don't
What
even
What
talk
the
about
fuck is
Bakugan.
a Bakugan?
You know
I've
my
heard of
wife found my
Bakugan, but What
Bakugans?
is a Bakugan?
What?
It's a marble that when you roll it, it opens up into a dinosaur.
If it goes into, it's magnetized at the bottom, and once the magnet releases, it opens up into a figure. It could be like a wyvern, it can be into like a spearman kind of thing. It was really cool.
Okay, so I've
You know,
seen.
I mean, I guess you are older than us, but like you were kind of still in that market for that stuff. Like Bakugan was the shit. My wife found Bakugan. She's like, "What is this?" Like, don't touch that. those are mine.
Let's see,
Yeah.
Bakugan.
Bakugan Battle Brawler.
Yeah,
bro.
I was too old. It came out in America when I was in college.
Oh yeah, there's no way you
I
play
think the
this.
main
Yeah,
character's
never
name
mind.
is like Dan Kuso or some shit like that.
I was a little too old for that one, but I remember seeing some things about it. The
I
logo
remember
looks
having like
familiar.
all the
That seems
Beyblades
kind of
too.
cool.
It was interesting how they'd open up
Yeah,
with
I
just
had.
magnets.
Mm-hmm. That's like the first thing that interests me, and then like I used to collect like all different types of them too. Like I was like, oh, they made a dark version of this, and when you open it up, you can see like the power they have and stuff like that. So like they'll have a number like of like 340, and you're like, oh, okay, that's the number. But if you so happen to land on a card that boosts your ability, then your thing goes up higher. Then if another person lands their marble Bakugan on your card, then they battle, and whoever has the higher power wins. I think they changed it now where it's like little tiny tiles. And I'm like, bro, I'm not good at Bakugan to be fucking aiming for these little tiny tiles. Like, that's impossible for me.
Some people are just good at
There's
it.
a channel. There's a channel called Billiam, and he goes through like all like the nostalgic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're talking about YouTube channels, fucking Billiam, he used to like he goes through all that stuff, like all the old classic shit that we used to watch, and really get into nitty gritty. And if they had like toys, we'll talk about them. He did like a whole thing of Bakugan. I was like, Bakugan changed, man. Like they have these little tiny tiles, and I'm like, how the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I didn't even get to like land one of my Bakugans on the tile. I suck. I was like, yeah, I believe it. Like, dude, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember all the kids' toys back in the days. Kids' toys these days are so different. Well, not so different. Like some of them are the same. Like there's still got the Hot Wheels cities and the racetracks and Nerf
The
guns.
details on Hot Wheels are doo doo now.
Ye-
I remember looking underneath a Hot Wheel. I'm like, yo, that's really cool. And I was just like a tailpipe.
Yeah, and I mean some of the stuff doesn't seem to be very interesting, but it's still, I don't know. My nephew got one of the Lego. I'm not sorry, not Lego, but the Hot Wheels like city things. It's like a garage that you can like a race thing elevator. Sorry, a race elevator. Yeah, like it has an elevator that takes the cars up to the top, and then they race down on these two separate tracks. I don't know, it's pretty cool. You can like attach it to the rest of the city, but yeah, definitely not like back in the day. I remember I used to treat my Hot Wheels like shit. I used to bang them around and like do all kinds of crazy shit to them in the garage.
My Hot
play
Wheels
with
used to go through walls.
Exactly. Well, I'd take them in
Take 'em
there
outside.
and I'd honestly I'd fucking light them on fire and shit.
Yeah, you play with
What the fuck? Sam's a pyromaniac, bro. Like, what the fuck?
fire is
Yo.
Yeah, dude. I mean, also I
That's
got
a lot of red flags there.
I
Sam.
got I mean, I never did I mean, it was pretty irresponsible, I guess. But
I've never been irresponsible with fire.
never got to the point where it was gonna be a danger or anything.
I probably have.
Oh, you definitely have, Josh.
We found out that Everclear is green by lighting our kitchen sink on fire and
Oh my god.
first apartment when I moved out of dorms.
No, I'd spray like a little bit of WD-40 onto the Hot Wheel car, and then just like light the oil or whatever.
Brake fluid in a water bottle of foil balls.
Nah. What does that do?
Explode.
No, never did that.
It's like a fucking frag grenade. It's horrible, dude. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh man.
I would heat up nails and stick them in little army men. Just the way that the hot nail goes through the plastic was interesting.
Hey, yeah, FBI. So if you're looking for that mass murderer, I think we got him. The serial
No,
killer.
he just like the way things burn.
His name is Sarsaparilla,
Oh,
Nah.
Sam,
and
have
he
you been to
lives at,
California
and he
recently?
goes and he.
No.
Oh
I haven't been to California since 2011.
Sorry, I had to. I'll bleep it out for you so that way it gives you plausible deniability.
My 21st birthday, I was in California for a music festival with my friend Josh.
And 7 women and men disappeared the same.
I mean,
night.
they may have. California's a big place.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm sure 7 women and men throughout California did disappear.
Probably, but it wasn't me. Definitely not.
That's good.
You just unlocked a memory for me, Sab. You said something about nails, and I was like, as a kid, I used to step on nails all the fucking time, dude.
I mean, it happens.
It was like a thing.
Where though?
I don't
Where
understand,
were
like, just in the backyard of my grandma's house. Like, my mom and my grandma's house are, like, connected. And, like, my grandfather
somebody
had,
building
like,
shit
a chicken
back there?
coop and yeah, a lot of times, too. Like, you know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah, it makes
We're
perfect
Hispanic.
sense.
You know, do those things. But, like, nails are always left about. I'm like, what the fuck? And I used to step on them shits all the time. And I used to step on them all the times in fucking sandals. Oh. But the thing, like, it never hurt me. I just go, like, oh, I stepped on a nail. That's something. I was like, oh, my sandal's all squishy.
Were they flat nails or
That's
were they
weird.
kind of had the heads on them?
Flat? No, they had heads. I almost said flat heads, but it would have been redundant. Yeah, I remember I had like 2 nails on one foot, 1 nail on the other foot, and I was just playing basketball.
No problem.
I was like, and I got done. I was like, man, my fucking flip flops are.
You must have had your tetanus
My
shot.
sandals are all squishy and shit. I always had that. Just like I was fine. I never got any of that stuff. Never got lockjaw. I will be reminisce if I didn't say one thing, and I'll be so disheartened. I went to the aquarium today with Jess and my son Jude.
Mm-hmm.
It was very special today because February 1st and February 2nd, you can take a picture of Tom Nook.
No way.
Really?
I did not take a picture with Tom Nook, but Adventure Aquarium had a whole bunch of Animal Crossing stuff in the aquarium. It was very fun. It was so fucking crowded. Jess was like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy a ticket." It's like it's like there's so many tickets available. It's gonna be empty. We go there. Oh my god, dude! The crowd of
packed.
people that just come to just for Animal Crossing, and like I'm not trying to knock on people or anything like that. The fucking smell was so bad. It's like an anime convention when nobody puts deodorant on, and I want to throw up constantly.
Bunch of gamers who didn't take
No,
showers.
no. These are not gamers. These are Animal Crossing gamers. They're fucking different. They're built different. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I've known, like, it doesn't matter who they are or what they do. There's always just those people who, I guess, just don't care or they can't smell it.
Don't know about BO, man.
I don't know.
It was fucking horrible. I was like, oh my god. And then like, okay, my son has autism. Okay, I'm trying to keep him all nice and still, like kind of thing. And like fucking grown ass people, like pushing and shoving. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, calm down. It's not that serious.
It's super
serious.
serious.
I didn't put Jude I didn't put Jude in that line. I was like, I'm not going in that line. It's like, I'm not doing that. And we walked around and we had a better time everywhere else. But like everybody was crowding stuff. These 2 grown ass people try to cut in front of my son to go look at a fish tank. Now I don't know if you know this. I know Josh knows this. But like in the real world, I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw hands. like if I can physically touch you, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Like get back up. They go to fucking step forward and like my son's like on the fucking aquarium glass, like looking at the fish, and they like try to like squeeze in. I go, back the fuck up. Yo, I face palmed the shit out of this dude and just like threw him back. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, calm down. Like and we're doing the grateful thing. Like we let people go through. You know what I mean? People are having their time. You're in a shared space with people. So there's like 7 people ahead of us. So when somebody moves, then we move to the next window, kind of thing. Like you're sharing space. You know what I mean? It's like, if you ever been to an aquarium, like it's sometimes you're gonna get crowded, okay? But you're trying to push a 2-year-old off a fucking window. Like who does that?
Crazy people.
Like what grown ass person does that? So as soon as like they went to go touch my son, I said hell no, and I fucking just put I stiff armed the shit out of them. Like I just went skirt. This is I threw that person back. I don't think they ever had a physical altercation in their life because they just turned into like the biggest like. I was like, relax. I was like, back up and wait your turn. I was like, when we're able to move over, we'll move over. I'm sorry, I just really wanted to look. You will get a chance to look. But if you ever touch my son or you touch anybody's son in here, I guarantee you they're going to beat the shit out of you. What possesses you to do that? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's mind-boggling to me, like, the world nowadays. Like, there's personal space for a reason.
Dude, people just don't know.
But, like,
people don't know how to act. They're unaware of their surroundings. They only think about themselves. That's what I've learned, like dealing with. I guess I do deal with people a lot at the museum. So, like, I see people a lot. So, I get to notice when people are just, like, whether they're observant of their surroundings and respectful of their surroundings, or whether, like, it's obvious that they're, like, the main character. They're the center of their world. Everything else is, just to their whims and whimsy. And, it doesn't matter.
I'm not super tall. I'm 6 foot. Like, that's not... I hate when people, 6 foot. It's not. It's like, it's fine. You know what I mean? We're standing to watch the hippos be fed. Which is like, everybody's gathering around and stuff like that. But then you got like people like standing in front of kids that are like fucking my height in front of these little kids. Yo, get behind them. I was like, what the fuck? I put my son on my shoulders. And what I did was, I stood in the stairwell to like where it was and Jess stood next to me. And then when the show started, me and Jess started walking backwards, like making sure people had to move back. And as soon as we moved back, the parents saw that we were doing that and they moved their kids to where we were. So the kids were able to see. And they go, thank you. I was like, no problem, man. I was like, I just don't understand like why people are just like, you have these little kids, get in the back. Like, I understand it's maybe your first time seeing it, but like it's their turn first. Like, this is amazing to them.
Mm-hmm.
To you, it's just, they're getting fed. It could be like one of those all-aspiring moments. That's fine.
I always remember as a kid, any type of that shit was so cool. It's
so
not the same.
awesome.
It's not the same when you're adult. It's still cool, but it's definitely way cooler when you're a kid.
So like so now like they have space. I'm able to see. Jude's able to see. My wife's able to see. And you know what I did? I kept moving back. And we went to a bench. Jess stood on top of the bench, was taking pictures of everything that she wanted to see. Jude's able to see everything. I'm able to see everything. It was a nice time. And then we walked away and went to the Shark Tank.
Shark.
Like, we got to see hippos getting fed. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Hippos I've heard hippos can actually, like, kill people.
Oh, yeah.
They're the second most dangerous animal in Africa. First is the mosquito.
They got them.
It's insane,
I've
dude.
seen them.
Hippos are very territorial.
Got large mouths.
They give no fucks. The first thing they said was like, oh, well, you notice that we're feeding them over the glass and never on the same land or surface as them? I was like, because hippos will fucking kill you. And they're like, that's right. I was like, fucking yeah, I ain't playing with that shit. It was terrifying. There was these fish eating the lettuce, and then the hippo like gave no fucks. Those fish, either they were moving or they were part of it. I was like, oh my god, dude. Insane. But I was like, it was so cool. Like, the Jude and the hippo had a connection. It was like so fucking awesome. Like, I've never seen like Jude laid up before. I was like, this is amazing. Jude's running back and forth and the hippo's following Jude. Jude jumps up on the glass and the hippo's like trying to stay submerged for as long as he can, and then goes up, gets air, and goes back to Jude. I was like, this is like amazing. Like, I was like, that was awesome. It was a good feeling for that. Then Jude went up to like one of the fucking like the shark tanks with all the fish, and he went up to the thing, and then he's racing a fish. Dude, seeing that shit, like, I've never felt. I felt so much joy in just seeing my son finally taking the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying not to tear up here. Like, when it comes to my son, I'm very, like, I get emotional. Like, he's autistic. He doesn't live like us. He has his own world. That
I've got an autistic
uncle. Yeah. It's like connecting with him. It's yes, he knows that we love him. I understand that and all that stuff. But, like, it's hard to, justify everything. It's kind of like, I wish I could have a conversation with my son. I see other parents and they're talking to their kids and I'm like, I want that. But, like, I have my son and I'm very grateful for it. But to see him enjoy the world for, like, the time that he's right there, it was just so amazing. It was fun. And if I ever see a grown ass person try to touch my son and get him out the way, I'm gonna fuck him up. You're not gonna take that from me.
Nobody need to be messing
That's
with the
besides the point.
kids.
Oh, dude, I was just was like, she's like, you could have broke his neck. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Back up. It was.
And that just goes
that
what I'm
shit
talking about.
enraged the fuck
People
out of me.
just, they're not aware of their surroundings.
Yeah.
Or they just don't care. There are plenty of people that just
That's the
don't
worst.
care.
I think that's worse.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Yeah. You don't care, and you think you're the main character, buddy. I'm your villain. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Let me tell you something right here.
I know for a fact, and I'm gonna say this right now. I grew up with the main character notion in my head for like longest time, and it's not to say like I was a dick or anything. Like I was still aware of my surroundings. I just never wanted to make a big problem out of anything, but I was also there for a problem if needed. You know what I mean? Like I would love to get into a confrontation. It's not every day you get to fight somebody outside of a ring where there's no rules, and you know.
There are absolutely rules. It's just they get kind of
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
which rules you broke.
It's like, hey, I was defending myself. Simple as that. And it's like I never throw the first punch. I always make sure they swing more than 3 times, and that's it. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things like, I didn't mind it. Did I go out looking for trouble? No, I don't think anybody looks for trouble. It just kind of happens, right? So, but yeah. We're almost at the stopping point. Does anybody have anything else to talk about before I go on a whole tangent?
About what?
Oh man, me and just like shit growing up. But Josh, you have anything to talk about?
Not really. We already talked about the planes crashing.
I still think that's fucking insane. Like this is insane, bro. I know people are blaming a lot of things, but like honestly, the shit that happens, it could have happened at any time, especially the helicopter and the plane. Like that's crazy. But the amount of misinformation being spread about that, like the helicopter was upside down. What? Like what? Bro. I want clarity on a lot of things, but I don't like that misinformation is being spread or anything like that. Like we never really get the full truth, and you're not gonna know unless you're in the situation. Whether they disclose it, that's fine. But like, just take the information you have, use your best knowledge, and move forward from there. Are we gonna do anything to help prevent this? Of course, you know what I mean. Like you have this crash that happened. They're gonna take more precautions so that doesn't happen again. Shit happens, okay.
Well, Trump did fire a bunch of people, so we'll see.
Yeah. What's that? I'm about to say like, I was waiting for a dramatic pause. Like it's Trump's fault, but like you know what I mean. I'm not gonna do that. It's just like, I like to say out of politics, I don't give a fuck who the hell the president is, as long as I'm able to just do my shit and I'm good. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't affect me. Of course it affects me, but it's not going to affect like what I'm trying to do and try to better my life. You know, I got shit that needs to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. Obviously, I don't think his changes had anything to do with these 2 crashes because, I mean, literally just made them, but see, things continue to happen in such a fashion.
Yeah. I live so close to an airport too. I go fuck.
There's planes pass over my house sometimes.
There's a plane going past my house now. I literally hear it.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like
actually,
I don't
planes
know if
land
it's
over,
picked up on your audio.
land over where I work, from over where I work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we live really close to the airport. So, it's like a thing.
No. I actually hopped on Destiny. First time in a while.
No, I saw. Oh, I saw, and I'm like, no, don't drag me.
Did you?
He was so. Hold on, you were playing Destiny, and I saw Crucible Story Mode. What the fuck is that?
That's what it said I was doing.
Yeah, I was like,
most
what the
certainly
fuck?
not.
There's a Crucible Story Mode. I was so fucking. I was like, oh,
I
what?
was most
Playing
certainly not
PvP
doing
against
that.
some bots.
No, I was doing.
It was like saying that in Discord. I'm like, I didn't know Crucible had a story mode. Like, that's
I was
kind of
doing that
interesting.
shotgun quest, the Slayer's Fang or whatever.
So it's probably just like,
The new one.
is that a Crucible weapon?
No,
So I don't know. That's weird.
and I was.
I wish I took a screenshot of it because I was like, that's,
that's
fucking
weird.
weird.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played Destiny in a while, and I'm still happy I'm free from it. And yes, it's a free game, and I have pretty much all the season pass done because of Josh. But I don't know. Like,
I barely had any. Of
if I get into it, I know I'm gonna get into it hard, and I'm like, I can't
the
afford
new
that right now.
season's releasing like tomorrow. Not tomorrow, maybe
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I'm always, I mean, like, I'm down
It's
to
gonna be a
play,
new
but
dungeon. At some point.
Oh yeah, there is gonna be a new dungeon.
oh god, this is what happens. I'm gonna get sucked back in.
I
No,
don't think so.
do it.
I think I'll play the dungeon. Play
No,
a
I'll
little
probably
bit.
try the dungeon and then I'll probably
Yeah.
get back into it that much.
Slide back off. Like just like what
Um,
happened last time.
Relics are coming out in Final Fantasy.
Eh.
Are they?
Nah, relics are fun. Relics are always fun. And I think this is gonna be the first time I do a relic fully. Well, no, I can't say that fully because I've done that. What, last expansion? I did the relics.
I don't mind. I may
But,
be just done with Final Fantasy.
Nah, there's so much to it, man. Like, it's, of course, like, it's gonna be. We took a step back. We're not the main character in the story. I'm sorry. 1 inch of snow Thursday. What the
No,
fuck?
I have no problem with where the story's going. It's all fine with me. I don't have any complaints about the game. It's perfectly fine. I just have played it for too long, and I don't really. I don't know. The last time I was actively playing it, I was playing it like for a few months past.
Well, I'll be honest, something that would help us play it more is if we were in an active free company and playing the game,
Yeah.
not just relying
free company
on each
was-
other.
My free company was yeah, they suck.
Yeah,
That's the other thing. There's a
I
lot
joined
of-
this free company.
We were
It is
playing
like I was like,
ourselves.
man, this is tough carrying these people through this shit. I was like, hold on. I was like, let's come back here tomorrow, and we'll do this again. They're like, okay, sure. I stopped playing as a tank. I leveled up my red mage, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. And like, oh, well, who's tanking? I was like, just somebody tank. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna make sure we don't die. And as a red mage, I like to do damage, but I was rezzing and healing so much. I was like, my DPS was so low, and I was still the highest DPS. I was like, this is horrible. And they're like, man, this game's really hard. I'm like, bro, how did you play all the way up to this point and don't understand mechanics are happening? It really was the change of, you don't, it's not a, so, okay, Final Fantasy was casual fun. And then when you raid, it's not casual fun.
Mhm.
Right? They upped the difficulty and stuff, which again, I have no problem with. But it then changed it from being casual to like, the people who play casual cannot beat this. Then you struggle because then you're doing everything you can and everybody's dying around you. And you're like, oh my god. I tanked the whole expansion. I killed every boss by myself. First try. And I literally mean this. Every boss, every stage, every dungeon has 3 bosses to it. Every boss I fought by myself as a gunbreaker, as a dark knight, as a paladin, as a warrior. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm here by myself and I'm at like 20% health left. And I'm here fucking whittling away the boss's health. Like, come on, man. Especially the expert dungeons. The expert dungeons were really hard. And it was really fun because they were really hard. That's why they're expert dungeons, stuff like that. But like, it was like, hey, you're ranged, or if you're melee and stuff like that, you're fucked. I was like, yeah, I guess so. But again, every single boss I've killed as a tank by myself. I'm like, this is insane. Like, that made me not want to play. And then, of course, I have it in my mind. I'm like, I'm going to get everything up to 100. Why am I doing this to myself?
Did you
I
finish
gave
that?
up on that.
It's fun. And the thing is, like, I feel if I go back into it, people have definitely got better at dungeons. Like, so it won't be that hard for me to get through stuff anymore. So, I don't know. I wish now they have a free campaign for like 96 hours you can get in, so I might do that. But like, I don't have the money to subscribe. I want to, now's my chance to actually get all my gatherers and crafters up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, and I was always playing by myself, and like Josh says, you were playing an MMO by yourself. It did suck. The FC I was in, I was like, this is just like, they want to do stuff, but it was like dragging nails. Like, oh, it was horrible.
If we do go back, we would have to join an active FC.
Yeah, we should. As much as I love Cat, it's sadly on last not playing anymore. We need to go find an active FC. Of
yeah,
at
you
least
guys are in a different one than me.
players who can play the game.
Join my FC, it's fun. At least I can have somebody who I know can carry with me.
And we can go trapping.
They're like, yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna practice for for Savage. I was like, I'm good. They're like, oh really? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll
What do you
pass on
mean?
that.
You should have totally taken that.
I love traps, but dude, when you play dungeons with them and they can't even clear a dungeon or do like a wall to wall pull, I was like, I'm good. I'll pass. But yeah.
When is this free access?
I think it's now. It's like 96 hours or some shit like that.
Uh,
I gotta look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's up right now. Because I might do it because I was thinking about streaming back into
I have
it
a
again.
30-day booster going on.
I don't see anything about those.
But yeah. Well, we're at the end. Anybody else want to say anything?
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot diggity dog. But no. Thank you all for listening. If you haven't done so, please follow and subscribe. New episodes come out every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, come join us. Rate us 5 stars. Have everybody listen to it. Have your mom listen to it. Yeah.
Have your dog listen to it.
Hell yeah. All day while you're away.
You have cats?
On repeat.
But not your cat, because I don't think your cat would appreciate it.
Whoa. You don't like cats?
No, I just don't think they would appreciate it. I think they'd get bored and they'd run off and do something else.
Well, then let the house listen to it. All right, guys, we out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.